So thank you all for coming out. This is our first event, our first official esports at UGA event for the semester, and we're hoping to host a lot more events. So definitely come to those as well. I'm the co-founder and president for the fourth year that this has been a club, and this will officially be my last year as president as I'm graduating in the spring. So I hope that we'll be able to host a lot of events, including Athens Online 2019. Athens Online 2019. And that all of our events will be really successful and that will build a foundation and community that will last even after all of the current officers graduate as well. Since December 2015, our competitive teams and players have accomplished a lot. Every year, our League and CSGO teams have gone to multiple different competitions like NCSPA, TESPA, AVGL, DreamHack, and MomoCon. And as more games hit the competitive field, like Overwatch and Fortnite, we have a lot more teams going to compete in these. Today, we would like to honor two of our members who received a scholarship from the MomoCon tournament. One of our main goals for this semester is that we want to retain membership. We want people to come back, so that means hosting more events. And in order to do this, we want to be able to receive official sponsorship from companies like Twitch and Amazon and Corsair, who are openly working with us to get university approval. And that means jerseys for our competitive team players and more events. And that means an open and fresh network for all of our members to receive connections and job opportunities for working in the esports community. So now I'll pass it on to our MomoCon representative who presented the scholarship award.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. So my name is Andrew Greenberg. I'm the interim commissioner of the Georgia Esports League. I'm also the executive director of the Georgia Game Developers Association. Glad to be back here. I think we've now, with the money we're giving out for this event, given you all almost $10,000 in scholarships, if I'm doing the math right. So looking forward to a lot more of that. Needless to say, the first time we were here was after the Georgia Esports League's inaugural season, our fall championship at Siege last year. And you all kind of swept that one, Paladins and Brawlhalla. We were looking for you to come back and do that again. You did not sweep this time, but you did win 1 out of 3 championships and second place in another, which is definitely incredible. So that gives you money. And for the first time, UGA student got one of our Shoutcaster scholarships. The Georgia Esports League is the only group that we know of in the world that gives scholarships for shoutcasting. We've now given out a total of $1,000 for that, with some of that going here, finally. So for those of you who were here last time we gave this in 2018, you'll know that my background is actually a game developer. I've been making games since 1990. I was the original developer of a game called Vampire the Masquerade. I've done Star Wars, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, Lord knows Star Wars titles, Warhammer 40k Final Liberation, Mall Tycoon, my own novel Armada coming out soon. But what we have found with the Georgia Game Developers Association, which represents everyone who makes games in Georgia, is that the esports community has become one of our primary sources of exceptional talent. And what we have seen in game development, other employers elsewhere are also seeing. So who was at MomoCon this year? Oh, only a handful. Did any of you attend the career fair we put on there? So yes, we had a career fair there that attracted companies from all over. A lot of game developers obviously were there, Tripwire, Hi-Rez, Blue Mammoth, but also animation studios, Floyd County that does the Archer TV show, and a number of others. Control Freak, which makes some of the best controllers in the world, and a lot of more standard companies were there as well. We're seeing this more and more when we do a career fair for esports competitors. It's really attracting anyone who needs the best new employees. What they're finding is that you who compete in esports are passionate about a cause, are technically inclined and have an affinity for tech, and know how to work in teams. And this is becoming rarer and rarer and making you putting you in greater and greater demand. So while the esports competition is fun, and winning scholarships and money, and some people winning millions of dollars, and it is a whole lot of fun. What we're seeing is that your skills are in demand across the board. Obviously, the competition is part of it. Coaching down the line can be part of it. We're seeing more and more esports coaches. But the community management that so often is a part of this is not only in demand in game studios, it's in demand in Fortune 500 companies. They've seen the success game studios have had with community management. And while they've always had social media managers, well, for the past 10 years, now they're adding community management of this type that we do. So that's the key skill. Your ability to live stream. If you're not live streaming already, I recommend you start a live streaming channel. Great way to get the word out about what you do and build these tech skills that are becoming so important to so many different companies. Shoutcasting is an obvious one. We wish that all the teams had a whole technical manager. In old sports, they called them an equipment manager, someone who looked over the helmets and the shoulder pads and the balls and whatever. Now you need the equipment manager to make sure your tech is running, your internet's appropriate. That can be a facilities manager as well. But again, skills that every company needs. So we always recommend that you enjoy the competition and destroy all the other schools at the competition, but more importantly, keep working on building up these skills. And the final thing that we love to see is that in successful esports teams, they really understand how to work with other people. And we might see the trolling in single-player games and the like, but in team games with effective teams, you learn to work with anybody, and that's becoming the core skill that every company needs, that everybody needs, and that esports develops. So we really love to see it. So, what I would like to do before I start handing out trophies and money and plaques and all, is give you about a 2-minute video of what we had happen at MomoCon. This was the Georgia Esports League Spring Championship at MomoCon. So let's see if we get the YouTubes working with us. There we go, look at that. Well, it's a very quiet competition. Yes, our sponsors, Blue Mammoth Games. I'll let you get in there and see if we can redo it again. And that game Brawlhalla that some of you won some more thousands of dollars at. Hi-Res Studios and giving us both Smite and Paladins this year for the competition. We're going to work on y'all's Paladins team. I'm very happy to see the Paladin success, and obviously Realm Royale is becoming bigger and bigger. I don't know if who knew this, but the last time we got really good figures from Steam as to the popularity of games, Paladins was actually the number 10 most played game on Steam, which I found amazing. Ahead of the Call of Duty games and so on. Yes, look at those logos coming up. There we go. We've had 8 different schools already compete in our competitions. We're looking at about a dozen. Finally getting to go to head-to-head against Georgia Tech this fall. I'm sorry you can't hear Bob yelling. Our announcer, Bob Carter, who's the voice of Balrog in Street Fighter, as well as many other Odin and Smite, many other video games. And we're starting to do even smaller games. This is called Voice Ball, which was created by an Atlanta studio with Athens Connections. One of the creators of it used to be that gentleman there handing out the trophy. He used to be the head of our GGDA Athens chapter. I think you recognize these folks from the top-down view of the Brawlhalla tournament coming, and that's not Brawlhalla, obviously. And we're going to get you some jerseys, I hope. Yeah. People think that's why GSU won, too. And you got a shoutcaster down there at the lower column. The UGA shoutcaster right there. And yes, handing out trophies to the other team, which might be coming here next time. So, thank you for that. Sorry, you can find that at YouTube/Georgia Game Devs, as well as many videos as you like on creating games. We have about 300 videos up there on all aspects of game development. How many of you have an interest in game development? Excellent. I'd like to introduce Ben Berg right now, who is co-president. Yeah, if you'd stand up, please. Co-president of our Athens chapter. When's your next event?
We have a meeting next month, first Monday, at Driftmeyer.
Okay, over at Driftmeyer Engineering, where we actually gave out these trophies last year. So if you have an interest in game development, go ahead and check that out. And doing some great VR and AR work here, as well as more traditional projects. And your game jam will be in summer?
It'll be in the spring.
Spring, so there'll be a game jam this coming spring for anyone who wants to spend a weekend making games. And with that said, let's go ahead and talk about what you have won at MomoCon. So, we will start with an individual award that I should have signed to Timothy Wong for his $1,000 Brawlhalla. Big vloggers! And another one, there you go, to Franco Lozado. I set your name in wrong on the printer, so we got it corrected here, and we'll send you an actual fixed one.
It happens every time.
I had it right, and so now it's the 5. Also, $1,000 Brawlhalla. I don't have certificates yet for the others. We'll get those from the printer. This was kind of a last-minute project for us. Ryan Edmiston won a $250 high-res Shoutcaster scholarship. He also gets one of the $100 flight scholarship. Wesley Reese is also getting $100. All right. Frankie Koo?
Not here.
Josh Marks. All right, $100 fine. Not here. All right. So 2 of you did not take home your runner-up trophies there. I think you'd already had to leave to party at MomoCon. So I'll rely on you to hand them over to them. And this is the trophy you all won for Paladins last year. You also have one for Brawlhalla. This is this year's Brawlhalla Championship trophy. And the Smite runner-up trophy. So, there you go. The motorized trophy. So I do hope that you have a place to put these out and display them. One of the things that we find is that the trophies and the scholarships help get official recognition from the school, which gets you a budget for snacks and, more importantly, the jerseys. And even more importantly, the budget to travel. So you're not paying out of your own pocket to go see us go all over town. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those. For this fall, we are looking to have another Georgia Esports League Championship. Games have not officially been announced yet. We certainly hope it'll be another Brawlhalla. Hi-Rez is on board, but which games we'll be doing, we're not positive. We're looking to do a full online season starting in September, starting next month, and culminating again with a championship in early November, state championship. Probably in Atlanta, probably not at Siege, though. At Siege, on October 7th, we will be doing a day of esports training. We started doing these to teach you how to shoutcast, live stream, and more importantly, team formation, what goes into building a successful team, with some folks already doing that. And again, we'll have representatives from Hi-Rez, Blue Mammoth, and other places involved in that. So, with that said, I like having to work the muscles, holding these heavy trophies. If anyone has questions about the Georgia Esports League or anything like that, glad to entertain them. Otherwise, I'll be sticking around for a little while, and we'll be glad to answer questions elsewhere and see if we get the volume working on the videos. We can see that too. So with that said, thank you all very much for joining us, and again,
we also wanted to congratulate our Chami and his duo partner Levin for winning the AVGL Fortnite tournament this past summer.
A North Carolina game, we can put up with that. Look forward to much more of that. Thank you all very much for joining us today.
Thank you.